Hello and good morning, everybody. Shredder Mai here from Underground Productions, coming at you from my favorite spot in the whole world, the Wicked Willow Recording Studio. And it's been a while since I dropped any content here on YouTube, so I figured I'd do just a quick update video today. I know, unfortunately, I didn't do my 2025 Grow Your Own Freedom video, but I'll start there. I haven't stopped. Like, we still got our 3 greenhouses going and built a couple more raised beds this year. Every year we just keep adding. Planted 4 more fruit trees. The fruit trees that we planted 2-3 years ago are all actually starting to produce some fruit. We got some really good apples, some good cherries, some good plums. So super excited about that. Our freezers are full. Chickens are still pumping out the eggs. Been out fishing, and so we got a good variety. Trying to avoid that grocery store as much as possible, man, because those of you guys in Canada can see these prices are just ridiculous. Same thing in Europe, same thing in Australia. It seems like all the Commonwealth countries are just getting whoop, and the States too. Everyone's like, oh, just move to the States. No, things are just as bad down there, folks. But anyways, you know me, I keep it positive. I provide for myself, and I just ignore the system, even though you have to pay attention a little bit what's going on. Keep your finger on the pulse, so to speak, anyways. But around here, our pulse resolves around nothing but music. And so in July, we got to release our new Super Shifter album, 3 on the Tree, which was super stoked. I said to the guys, no man, we're doing CDs. It's also available obviously on our YouTube channel here and Spotify and iTunes and Pandora and all that other online shit, which I kind of don't even care about anymore. But you just have to have it out there. I'm not in it for the money. I'm just in it for the love of music. Always have and always will be. Fuck the labels. Fuck Spotify. Yeah, they can take their cut and just fucking shit on us little artists. I don't even care, man. I'm having a blast making the music. I'm having a blast jamming the music and just going through the process. But yeah, so this turned out great. Got some hats even too, so we're starting to feel like a real band. Unfortunately, getting everybody in the same room at the same time is so challenging with everyone having different work schedules and different life schedules. And as always, life is busy, right? But we're super stoked to say we've got 8 songs for a new album here. We brought in a second guitar player, Camshaft, which is kind of cool because he had some material half written and kind of written, so we've incorporated a few of his songs. Me and him have been collaborating on a couple of his demo ideas, expanding them into more full songs, and then I had a few leftovers from the writing process on that one. So I'll just give you a quick look at the board here. We've been pretty busy, so yeah, so here's our board here. You can see drums, boom and stick, Wharton there, he's ahead of all of us. He's got 8 in the bag, and we've really been pushing him for some new creative beats, so we're not beating the same beat to death, or beats to death, and we've definitely succeeded there, which is kind of exciting. And then retracking to his drums is kind of cool. So lyrics done on almost all those 8 as well. Got vocals done on 2. 2 guitars done on 2, bass done on 1. So we still got, like I said, a long way to go, but just getting the foundations down is half the battle there. And over here on the couch, we got our studio dog, Nah. He's looking pretty cozy. He looks like he's giving me a little stink eye. What, Nah? Don't give me that stink eye. But yeah, no, she loves being out here. If I leave her at home, she just cries for her mom to let her out. But yeah, so that's our plan for the winter, to dive into this album and do the best job we possibly can on it, and always trying to beat the last album, right? And stoked now we got a second guitar player, so that's adding an extra dimension to things, and good eclectic variety too. We got some rock, some pop punk, some punk core, a little bit of metal, bringing all the flavors into the mix, just like we did with this album here. A little bit of something for everyone. And it'd be nice by the end of January, that CD should be done. Also by January, I've just gone back, my Mind Tangle album, Rearrange the Strange, which I'm super stoked about too. There's a couple mixes I wasn't happy with. I did post it on YouTube, but I've gone back to the drawing board just on a couple of the mixes more than anything, and then 2 songs that I didn't have on there that I wanted on there. I took the time to kind of get them to where they need to be. So also in January, I'll be releasing that on CD. So we're going to do lots of CDs, merch, almost, like I said, starting to feel like a real band here. And then once all that's done, we got to get everybody in the same room for some real good rehearsal so we can bring these songs to the table live and really just crush it. And I'm excited about that, but at the same time, thinking about playing live does give me a bit of anxiety. It's been over 15 years. I've just been kind of a studio hermit for those 15 years, right? So, but no, I'm excited. We're all excited. And yeah, so right now I'm just going to do a playthrough of one of the new ones from the new album, the next album that I'm super stoked about, and just give you a guitar playthrough to give you a sneak peek. Cheers, y'all. Rock on.